Hi, it's Enlightenment and Alfred again. We're here with an awesome review of all of these T-Rexes, but mostly this one, the 30th anniversary of the original Jurassic Park movie. Okay, so this guy, he's the newest one. He's the real feel one. They just released these. They're at Target. There's a different one that looks really similar to this that's exclusive to Walmart, but this is not the same one. I think he was $35 because he has the roar and because he has the real feel. And he's still part of the collection that has the scan code thing for your phone to get the little factoids and the little AR games, which is actually pretty cool. They're kind of basic, but some of them are pretty cool. So we've got him. He doesn't really have articulation in the tail, and he's got the super crazy posable legs. They lock into place. He's got the usual twisty feet, and he's got the logo on the foot right there. His arms do swivel out, which none of them really do. His legs swivel out as well, so you can kind of have that power move stance like this. He's a really good sculpt on looking like the first movie. And then he's got the sound, which is right here. It's just like there's no button, it's just in there. And he's got where he can eat the figures, and they come out of the belly like if you know, then you know from the Star Wars reviews, like the 80s Tauntaun from the Kenner, how it had that belly flap that you're supposed to be able to put Luke Skywalker in there. It's kind of what that reminds me of. So, and this one has the updated teeth, where the teeth are a different mold than the jaw, which is cool, so it looks a little more realistic. And the little flap thing, flesh flaps go like inside of it. So he is a replica of this one. This is the original JP right there, 1993 real. I guess he was also called Real Feel. The boxes to these looked real similar. The red box with the JP logo. The difference with him is he's all of him is fleshy. Instead of him, it's just the torso and the tail, not the feet and not the head. Him, it's everything except for the arms. He does have a sound. This one's super old, so I don't have the battery. I'm missing one of the screws. Got a relatively good deal on him. Bought him for my fiance's Christmas/birthday, because his birthday is really close to Christmas, so it was kind of, I didn't know I was going to find this at the time at a local toy store, but it was super cool finding him, because he definitely had him as a kid. I know a lot of people have. I definitely wanted this one as a kid. I do remember it. He's got the big open mouth. You cannot put anything in there. You can kind of squish him like this, but the latex is getting pretty worn out. See, that arm's kind of like disconnected from it a little bit, but he's just got the regular swivel arms. He's got totally different feet. So here's the big difference. They look pretty similar. They look pretty similar head on. I would say the 1993 one looks a lot more accurate to the movie than the 2024 one. But the feet are just wild different, like tiny feet. Because he's a little chicken foot. So it's kind of like that. The roar that's on him has the decorative holes versus just the regular holes. The actual sculpt on these guys is different. This one's the button was also for his sound is in the belly, right here, or in the ribs. He has sculpted ribs on the side. He does not. So that's a detail. They have kind of the same back, but not really. That crocodilian back with the stripes. And then we got red, Diablo Primal Rage red is what I'm going to call him. And then we got brick red, which neither of them were red in the movie. Pretty sure they're brown. We're going to go ahead and compare them to some other ones. So in order from oldest to newest, it's going to be this one. This one's new. The one that came out before him. We've got Hammond Collection. We've got this one that was repackaged 8 million times with different features. This one came with the Jeep, with the little boy with the expensive goggles. And then we got the big boy, which I'm going to save him for later because he's super big. So here we go with Big Feet. This one, the one that came with the Jeep. He has a tongue. Here we go with tongues. So tongue. Hammond has an actual hinged tongue, which is cool. And then 2024, it's just sculpted on there. This one has the teeth that are part of the plastic on the top and the bottom. He just has the swivel arms up and down instead of swiveling out like him. They've got the same feet. They're the exact same feet. From what I can see, they're almost the same sculpt. I would say this one's a little bit better since this one's like hard plastic. But this one's super movie accurate, and he's got more articulation, and he's got the neck. You can look up, you can look down. He's got the open and shut mouth, chomp action. He's got the swivelly tail. He's got the legs that also kind of lock into place, but not really. You can feel it like that. And then he's got the weird swivel feet. Everybody's got swivel feet. Also, all of these toes are painted, but not fingernails. They don't want to paint the claw on them. Here's the really super good one. This is the Hammond Collection. This one might as well be affordable SH Monster Arts level. This is the best one if you're going to own one T-Rex. I think he was $50. I have the what I refer to as the original raptor, the clever girl raptor from this collection, and the Renzosaurus from this collection. And that is it. But this is the only one that has similar head to him. This one also doesn't have any. Hammond Collection doesn't have the code. I didn't talk about the code, I guess. This one, code's on the. This is the one with the Jeep. He's got the code on the foot. This one doesn't have it, and then this one has it in the leg. But going back to Hammond, he's got the realistic eyes, or I guess they're all female because they're all the first movie. It's Jurassic Park 1. This one has the best pivot, and you can kind of look down, kind of look side to side. Really good for stop motion for sure. Has swivel on the arms and the little claws, actual painted claws. The only one that's painted claws right here. Has the wide stance, come at me bro stance. Has a couple of digits of tail. It has the bendy tail, but it's not really bendy, so I don't know what was going on there. This is before I guess they perfected that, because it's really good on Therenzosaurus, but we're not talking about him. This one, and then the leg is all the way, can be articulated however you want it. And it has the knees, so he can be all the way crouched like this, eat people off of the ground, eat the guy off of the toilet, or whatever he's doing here. And then he can look up. And if you want to recreate that awesome roar at the very end of Jurassic Park 1, you can do it. Really good with him, since he has the curve like this, with the dinosaurs rule the earth, the banner. You can do it with him. You can kind of do it with the one that comes with the Jeep. His mouth won't stay open. You can prop it with something. So there's the difference on these guys. But this one's been re-released so many times. We got this one first, and then my fiance found this one, and we were like, oh my god, because this one was super hard to find, and we found him at Target, so that was super cool. Oh, also him, if you want him to stand up, he's got the tail that's pointed down, so if you just kind of go like that, he does stand up. The big one, he has a sound. He also goes off at night because he's haunted. We hear that every now and then, but we know it's the battery dying in this, and it just does that randomly, so watch out for the hauntedness on this one. This guy, I want to say the sculpt is a little bit better sculpt than the one that came with the Jeep, but this is the only one that has battle damage on it. You can see all the red on him, and it's different on this side. And it is actually sculpted. It's not just painted on there. Like you can feel in there. His tail doesn't really move. I don't know why it looks like it moves, but it doesn't really. He's got the feet like this that click. And then he's got the twist that clicks extreme. He does not have the little code. I don't think they did it for these big boys. And he's got the swivel. They also didn't paint his claws either, so I don't think he's special on that, at least. It's got a good face. We can all look in and compare the heads. So they all have that menacing stare. And then his mouth opens up all the way. There he goes, making the sound again. His tongue does not move. This is all, the teeth are sculpted to the roof of the mouth, as well as on the bottom. He's got the, whatever he can eat, it all comes out of here. So you can open this up, shake them all out of there. Put that back in there, and there's the little speaker for his roar. He does not have any head movement, which would be cool if he moved even just like this. For as much as these cost, these big guys are like $50, so they're the same price as Hammond over here, which is the same price, 2024 30th anniversary. Let me know what you think. I know there's a bunch more. There's another one that's out right now that looks completely different. It's on the shelf at Target. It's yellow. Doesn't look like any of these at all. It comes with a different Jeep or some other kind of vehicle. I would say if you're only going to get one of these to go with your collection, go with Hammond. Some people don't like the eyes because the eyes don't actually like look at you. Some people's eyes, or some people say the eyes are kind of goofed up. I don't really mind it. I think we got a good one. But let me know what you think. The next video is going to be over these mini Jurassic World Chaos Theory dudes, and you can't see in there, but there's a little T-Rex right in there, so we're gonna have to compare him to, and all these minis can be eaten by the big ones like him. They make a T-Rex, they make Indominus Rex. In the background, they make Gigantosaurus, the big green one. They just now made a Indoraptor. Why him? I don't know. Of this size, they make Allosaurus of this size, and I think that's it. Of the jumbo ones that are basically just blown up of this size sculpt. So let me know in the comments if anybody has these big ones. If so, where do you put them? Do you collect these? Do you buy them for your kids? Or what do you do with them? And I'll see you guys on the next review.